Didn't see you there. What up, everybody? Welcome back to Phantom Gaming. This is another tutorial on some of the fantastic industrial overhaul production equipment that you will find in playing Industrial Overhaul. So, for you out there, I need you to come and enjoy yourselves. Stretch your arms, stretch your body, get your muscles working, get your brains working for some fun and some learnings, and we shall see you there shortly. Right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for some fun and some learnings. If you remember correctly from last time, we did a tutorial on the survival kit, on the fabricator, the assembler, the smelter, the refinery, as well as the chemical refinery. So we also took you guys through what each one does, what it's capable of doing, what you can put in, what you can't, what you can use, and so on and so forth. So today we've only got four pieces of production equipment that we're going to go through. It's going to be a quick tutorial on the four more additional things. So if you are enjoying yourself a lovely world in Industrial Overhaul, I really hope this helps. So first things first, we're going to take a look at this wonderful thing called the ceramics factory. Now, bear in mind, guys, the ceramics factory is quite large. If you take a look at it from above, it's pretty much oh, that's a bit far down. It's very big. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks wide and 2 blocks in width. So, sorry, 4 blocks in length and 2 blocks in width. So it is quite large. So you guys are going to need quite a bit of space to put this in. It's got one input on the one side, and it has another input on the other side, which you can use as input or output, or you can use it to do some logistics as well. The nice thing is, as mentioned, it's got outputs on each side, so you can do logistics from each side, so you can have extra equipment and that put on the sides, which is pretty decent. And it actually really looks really cool. I mean, it almost looks as if you were going to put a sheet of plastic or something through there, and if it goes through the process, burns itself, gets itself sorted, and you get what you want. So let's first take a look and see what you would require in the ceramics factory to build it. So if we go over here to production blocks, we go over here to the ceramics furnace. So if you take a look at the ceramics furnace, you're going to require a basic computer, metal grids, heating elements, copper wire, construction components, steel plates, and if I remember correctly, I think there's one more component, but I can't remember 100%. But in essence, that's what you're looking at. So I mean, if we go here, we can take a look and see. Okay, so that's what you're going to need. Steel plates, you need 120. Basic computers is 60. Metal grids 10. Heating elements 20. Copper wire 20. And construction components 80. That will give you the ability to craft the ceramics factory. So if we go take a look in the ceramics factory now. So there's not much that we've got in here, so that's fine. But if you look at the production state of the ceramics furnace, okay. Sorry, it's not a ceramics factory, ceramics furnace. I call it a ceramics factory. Doesn't matter. Potato, potato, tomato, tomato. Anyways, so if you have a look at what you can produce within the ceramics furnace, okay. So the first things that you're going to look at is armored glass. So if you take a look at armored glass requires 1 aluminium ingot and 0.33 potassium nitrate. Now remember, guys, potassium nitrate we can only craft or make in the chemical furnace, so in the chemical refinery, sorry. So that is something that you'll need to obviously look for. And if you're looking to get aluminum ingots, the easiest way to make them is if you find bauxite. If you find a bauxite deposit, that would probably be the best way to do it. Alternatively, all of those unknown signals that fall down from the sky just randomly, they also hold aluminum plates in that you can use. But it's probably best to get bauxite deposit, and then you can obviously craft your aluminum ingots to get that, the armored glass. And it's very nice to have. It is a very strong glass, and it actually helps against weather storms like thunder storms, things like that, and also helps against defensively as well. If we look at the next one, I'm going to go to here. It's just glass, normal glass, which you'll make in your ceramics furnace, which makes sense. And for that, we just require 0.67 silicone wafers. In the middle now is a new thing as well. It is ceramic. Now, ceramic requires 1 silicone wafer and 1 carbon. Now, that is also really awesome. Carbon you can generate by getting coal and refining it into carbon. And ceramic comes in handy because you need ceramic to build a couple of extra things as well, which we'll probably maybe get into today, if not next tutorial lesson. But it's not that difficult to craft. You just obviously need to find the right stuff, and once you've got the right stuff, it's a very nice addition into your factory, and it just looks damn decent. I mean, I wouldn't mind being somebody that had to work on this line, putting things in there and watching it burn and melt, making glass. That'd be really cool. Anyways, so very basic, very simple. That is your ceramics factory. Moving on, we are now looking at this big monsterish machine. That's big thing. Okay, this big thing is the cement kiln. Right, let's take a look and see what we need for the cement kiln. So for the cement kiln, we need 170 steel plates, 20 basic computers, 10 heating elements, 50 large steel tubes, 20 copper wire, and 80 construction components. And that's what will make this wonderful big cement kiln. Now, the only thing that I find a little bit challenging with the cement kiln, its one input is on the side here, and the other input is on the length side over here. So logistically, it becomes a bit of a challenge because you can go in here, but you can only go out there, or in there and out here. There's nothing on the back side. There's only 2 points of entry, and one is on the side here. So it does make it a little bit more challenging logistically if you're trying to plan a nice base. But it can do you very well. It is huge. If I go and take a look compared to the ceramics furnace, it is a lot bigger. But really awesomely, if you work it and if you turn it on, it's actually really awesome because that starts turning. It looks really cool. And what we can actually do is we can go and get some. Actually, we've got stone. But it's not stone that it requires. What? Okay, let's take a look here quickly first. Let's take a look at the production. So the production here, okay, it makes gravel. Ah, it doesn't make gravel, sorry. It makes concrete. Listen to me. What is going on with me today? I'm in my medication. No, I'm kidding. So it takes 1.67 gravel, and you get 1 concrete block from that. So let's see if we can go get some gravel. Unless I've got gravel on me, which I don't think I have. No. Let's see if we can get some gravel. Okay. And this is where... actually, we should have some gravel somewhere. Oh, we do. Look at that. I didn't even need to do that. Okay, so let's get the gravel together. We come back to the cement kiln. Now, the fantastic thing is, if you watch the cement kiln, as soon as we put the gravel in, has it got power? Oh, we need to actually tell it to produce that. Look at that. Look at that. Is that not just beautiful, guys? Is that not just beautiful? I mean, wow. Never in my life have I seen a factory game that is, but I would say pretty much like enthusiastic about getting things going. I mean, that's just amazing. It's really, really cool. And you can see it makes, I mean, I made 100 gravel with, like 100 cement with a little bit of gravel. But I mean, it just looks so beautiful. And concrete you would need to use to build your concrete roads. So if we go here, and we just say concrete. So you've got your concrete blocks, which you can use to build roads. Your solar concentrator, okay, that's nothing there. But I mean, your concrete blocks that you can use to build concrete ramps, roads. Just take a look here. So here's your road infrastructure, your road sections as well. And your road sections require asphalt, and some of them require concrete as well, like your ramps, and that require concrete. So that's why it's nice to have the cement kiln. It makes your concrete for you in order to be able to get a little bit more logistically spaced out for you to build ramps and things like that. And to make a basic like road entrance, things like that. You know, if you're building into a warehouse or something like that for yourself that you've built up, it's nice to have a little bit of an entrance, you know, coming into a gate or coming into airtight, what am I saying? Gosh, I'm speaking French here. Airtight hangar doors. There we go. So if you've got like a warehouse with airtight hangar doors, it's very nice to create a nice, you know, road infrastructure coming in. So if we go here again, you build a road section coming in or a road section ramp support, and it just looks nice. It makes it nice and colorful, and you can travel nicely with it. So yeah, that is the cement kiln. It does come in handy, I can promise you that. Considering it only makes cement, but I mean, if you look at that, 390 concrete from 650 gravel. So you put 2 and 2 together, it makes quite a lot of concrete very quickly. Right, moving on to our next little buddy. This is the microelectronics factory. Okay, let's take a look and see. Microelectronics factory requires 20 steel plates, 100 basic computers, 40 glass, 20 motors, 50 copper wire, 100 construction components, and 100 aluminum plates. So it sounds scary and it sounds bad. It is difficult to get aluminum plates, but it's once you've got it, it's going to come in handy. I can promise you that. It's very small. It's a 2x1 block, so 1, 2 by 1. So it's very small. It's compact, and it has 2 inputs, one on the one side, one on the other. So for logistics, it's nice. What I like to do is I like to build the logistics out like this. So what you would do is I would build, for instance, let's go like this. I'll show you what I mean. So you do conveyor junction. Where's my conveyor junction? Conveyor junction. Okay, so you build a conveyor junction in like that. And then when it comes to things like this, what I generally like to do is we get the either the 4-way converter or the 5-way or 6-way, but generally it works with the 4-way converter. So what I do is you put it in like this, you grab the converter, oops, okay, so you grab the converter, and then you can see there's 4, so there's 1 going down, 1 going forwards here, and 2 going out on the sides. So what I like to do is I put on the 4-way converter like this, and logistically it just looks neater, it looks tidier. You can then do your logistics on your floor level or underneath your floor level, so that your factory floor doesn't get impacted by a whole bunch of logistics. Everything gets managed below ground coming up, which is really cool. I mean, let's just do this for instance. I'm going to just take you through it quickly. So we do this. Okay. Then we go and we say conveyor junctions again quickly. So you make a run of conveyor junctions on the floor. We'll change this out here to conveyor to a let's just see if we do the conveyor pipe. No, we'll have to do the normal conveyor, the curved conveyor. So we do the curved conveyor, and we did I take the small one now? Took the small one. My bad. Curved conveyor, where's it? No, that's not. Why would it not work? Yeah, so that's working. Okay, conveyor. Let's just try this again, guys. Sorry, I don't know why it didn't work. Curved conveyor tube. Why is the curved... Oh, there we go. I think my placement was just wrong. So I would do that. And then you've got conveyor junction. So even if you didn't want this here, so let's do this, right? We say conveyor, and we do a we can do a pipe, we can do a conveyor T. So let's do a conveyor. How do you spell conveyor? Why? Conveyor or T. Let's just take a look here and see. Oh, there it is. Gosh, I've got very bad eyesight today. So what you could do as well is get the T section in there like that. Logistically, it looks neat. It's not taking up space. You can still build on this side here. You can build a wall up here or whatever. This side here, it's empty. There's space for me to move. I can then transfer things from 1, 2, 3 different factory components without having any issues. And all my logistics is done underground. So I've got space to move around. I don't have to have things in my way. I've got space to move around happily in my factory. So let's take a look inside the microelectronics factory. Okay, let's take a look at the production. Right. First of all, advanced computers. Gold wire requires 1 0.67 silicon wafer, 0.67 plastic. Okay. The gold wire we'll show you shortly, but obviously you require gold for that. But that is an advanced computer. So you can notice from the original vanilla that creating and building and crafting is a lot different. So with your advanced computers, you can see it's already different because you need plastic as well as gold wire. Right, then you've got your basic computer, which is copper wire and silicon wafer. Then you've got sensor clusters. Now, look at this. A sensor cluster is a lot more intimate than what it used to be in vanilla. You require 1 glass, 1 basic computer, 1.67 copper ingots, 1.67 silicon wafer, and 1.67 nickel ink. So, you require a lot more, but it makes it more fun. I can promise you guys this now. The more, the merrier. It makes the game more playable. It gives you more of a realistic feel. If you want to understand how it feels, I have a series running on my YouTube channel. I'm doing an Industrial Overhaul realistic game playthrough. Yes, it takes long, but it's worth it. I can promise you that. Then you've got the display. Okay, the display requires copper wire, silicon wafer, plastic, basic computer, nickel ingot. And then you've got a thermocouple. Okay. Now, thermocouples are nice. Silicon wafer, copper wire, plastic, and aluminum ingots. Not much use that I really use the thermocouple for, but you will need it in certain aspects, but not right now. That will take on another day. Right, that's the microelectronics factory. Finally, dun dun dun, we get to the wire drawer. Oh, boom. Sorry. Anyways, wire drawer. So let's take a look at the wire drawer. The wire drawer requires 140 steel plates, 20 basic computers, 10 electromagnets, 10 large steel tubes, 20 small steel tubes, 20 copper wire, and 80 construction components. And then you have your wire drawer. Now, it's also very compact. It's also a 2x1. So it's very small, very compact. The nice thing about it, it's got 2 inputs, one on this side, one on this side. You can actually see how it inputs in there, how it would go out that way, obviously. In your wire drawer, you go into the production of your wire drawer. This is where you would obviously craft. It's a nice and quicker way to craft your copper wire. Remember before, guys, we spoke about crafting copper wire in the assembling bench, so you can craft your copper wire here as well. But notice you need 0.33 copper ingots to craft 1. Okay, and if you do it in the wire drawer, you get a lot more out for a lot less. So I think if you put it in, you'll get a lot, it'll craft, sorry, not a lot more, it'll craft quicker here than what it would in the assembling bench, okay? Then we have our gold wire, which requires gold ingots. Okay, so you need to find gold, 0.2 gold. So if you have one piece of gold, you can get 5 gold wire. Then you've got your superconductors. Now, the superconductors are a hell of a lot more difficult to build in this industrial overhaul due to the fact that you require rubber as well as gold wire. But I like the fact that they've incorporated the fact that you need rubber, because if you think about it, a superconductor has got rubber cabling around it. So it makes it more fun, it makes it more intense, and it brings that extra piece of gameplay out. It seems like a hell of a difficult thing, because where the hell am I going to get rubber? You will find rubber. I promise you, and you can make rubber, you can craft rubber as well. So it's not a difficult thing. Let's just take a look quickly and see. I think rubber comes from okay, so we'll talk about that next time, I think, because it is quite a lot. But basically, it does take quite a bit to make rubber. So let's not get into something we're not busy with today. I will show you guys that another day. But that is just an extra additional for you guys. So we went through the wire drawer, the microelectronics factory. We went through the... Where's my signboard here? Oh, did I take it out? Oh, anyways, I must have taken it out when I did that. Okay. We went through the cement kiln and the ceramics factory. So guys, I hope this helps. I hope this kind of gives you a better idea when you're playing. Let's just go from a nice big overview. So you can see the size. So if we go to the left, you can see the difference in variances of sizes of all the factory equipment. So just bear in mind, it does become challenging to plan your factory out. And guys, I cannot emphasize that word enough. Plan your factory out properly. Because I can promise you now, if you do not plan it out properly, you will get stuck in a position where you thought you had the space and you don't have the correct materials to add more space, and you're going to get frustrated with yourself. Promise you that, because you know why? Because I've been there and I did it myself. So guys, I hope this has helped. I really hope that this playthrough has helped you guys, or this tutorial should I say rather. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you've enjoyed the video. I'd really appreciate it. It's going to help me a lot. And please let me know what else you guys would like to see. But guys, without further ado, I am going to say I love you, and I appreciate the love, I appreciate the support, and I really hope you guys have a wonderful day further. And without further ado, ta-ta for now.